Good to see you this Thursday morning. The time is now 10:30. I'm here to give you the latest on Friday's weather event as we continue to track possible winter precip all across the area. We're continuing to track a front that's going to be moving in tonight, bringing in colder air, and then moisture is going to follow it into early tomorrow morning. I will say that it is going to be a very quick moving system, much quicker than originally anticipated, starting well before sunrise, really just after midnight tonight. Could already see some of those flakes and some of that moisture starting to make its way into portions of western North Carolina. Ends really around lunchtime, but I'd say at this point by around 10 or 11 o'clock, some more brunch time, I would say that it ends around that time. Rain snow line is right around I-85, which is typical for these type of systems, but it is nudging northward just a little bit. What that means that the line between the rain and the snow, where you get some mixing and a little bit of sleet and a little bit of iciness, is going to be kind of situated just along between Randolph and Guilford County. Could even hover into Guilford County into early tomorrow morning, so there could be a little bit more of a mix than I originally thought as well. We could see a coating to an inch all across the area. That's going to cause some slick travel issues as we head into early tomorrow morning, especially for portions in the northern Piedmont. I'm talking to you, people in Rockingham, Stoke, Surrey, Wilkes, and of course over there for our friends in Allegheny too. So we do have a weather impact alert that's issued for tomorrow morning. It's going to continue through really around midday. The impact is that snow, ice, and of course the cold rain too. That's going to create slick travel across our region. So this is really going to be impacting you the most when you're on the way to work tomorrow. Give yourself some extra time. I know I am. Waking up tomorrow morning, I'm probably going to add an additional 15 or 20 minutes just to make sure that I get to work safe. I watch for slick spots and also take it nice and slow too. With the icy spots on the roads, it can certainly cause some issues. So this is our weather setup that we're looking at right now. Cold front is going to be moving through for the day today. That's going to reinforce the cooler air that we need, of course, for temperatures to be below freezing tonight to get that snow all the way down to the surface. We're then tracking this low pressure system, and I'll remove myself so you can kind of get a full picture here. That's going to be bringing in that moisture. That's going to be bringing in, of course, the rain, the little bit of a mixed layer too, where temperatures at or just above freezing. And of course, for northern parts of the Piedmont too, that's where you're starting to see a little bit more of that snow chance. Now, this is going to be really out of our area very early on. I want to show you when it kind of starts moving in. Really late tonight, it wouldn't surprise me if in the 11 o'clock show, we're able to show you some things on the radar over in western parts of the state. Again, it's not a guarantee or a sure bet by any means, but it wouldn't surprise me if this system really moves that quick and gets here at around that time. We're not going to see anything really in Guilford County until around 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, when we start to see that moisture build in. It's going to last from around 2 or 3, really all the way up until around 8 or 9 o'clock. This is going to be starting to move through, turning mainly into just cold rain, especially as temperatures start to warm up with the sun coming out. We are going to be watching, of course, as this moves away from the area. The clouds are going to stick around, and it is still going to be a pretty dreary day overall. This is 2:55 in the afternoon for Friday. You'll notice we're at 34. We're really not going to get very warm into the afternoon. I'd say mid to upper 40s, or 30s, excuse me, at best for the afternoon. And that's, of course, due to the moisture that we just had and that cloud coverage that's just going to sit across the area too. Clouds are going to stay in the area on Saturday. Rain chances with this front likely going to stay well to our south, but we do have a low-end rain chance. So kind of a closer view of what is going on here in the future cast. You'll notice into early tomorrow morning, already kind of seeing where that line is right here with that rain and snow kind of mix. And I'll see if I can make where the pink is that I'm drawing right here. That's where that snow line is between that and the rainfall, where temperatures are expected to hover right at the freezing mark. Toward the south, they're going to be above freezing. Toward the north, they're going to be below freezing, obviously, but That line has kind of wiggled up northward a little bit into actually central portions here of Guilford County and into Forsyth County too. This is by around 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock that we're starting to see it really kind of build into the area. 4, 5 o'clock, already seeing some mixing too across the region. Again, we look at different models, but this is one of our more high resolution models that can kind of help dissect smaller scale things going on in the atmosphere. So this right here, 5 a.m., already wanting to show us having a bit more of an icy mix over toward Alamance County, as well as in portions of Guilford County too. And you'll notice north of our area over in Rockingham, Stokes, and Surrey, you're likely going to still be seeing that snowfall with temperatures at or just below freezing. South of us, over for our friends in Asheboro, sorry to say it if you're a snow fan, likely isn't going to happen this time. Cold rainfall for them, as well as in Chatham County and also in Montgomery County. We could have some spotty showers, again, cold rain, more of a mix, perhaps a couple of snowflakes if temperatures are able to hold on to freezing or just below freezing through around 7 or 8 o'clock. This is that time frame. Still could see a couple lingering through around 9 or 10 o'clock, but I do think the majority of them are going to be gone by around 11 o'clock, moving toward clearing as we go. The system pushes from west to east. We're going to be still sitting in the 30s, though, with plenty of clouds, but you'll notice that moisture is moving out of the area. Highs for the afternoon, mid to upper 30s at best. It's still going to be a very cold day, above freezing at that, but still very cold. Remember, averages for this time of year typically in the mid to upper 50s. Snow potential, here's one model's guess on what we could get, right? So I'm going to show you different model opinions on what exactly we could see. So this model in particularly wants to only give Greensboro up to around 1/10 of an inch of snowfall versus north of our area up to around 1/2 inch, Winston-Salem 1/2 inch, over toward the mountains around 1 inch or so. Another model right here, this is a different opinion, wants to give us between 1 to 3 inches. Again, we have to take all of these models and kind of gauge, which one we, of course, as meteorologists, kind of agree with the most. And I'll show you one more last opinion before I show you what we have put together for you as the actual forecast on what we think is going to happen. Here's an ensemble run, which is just a set of different model opinions put into a model for you to see. See that kind of sharp cutoff right here across northern parts of Guilford County, around 1/2 inch in Greensboro versus a little over 2 inches it wants to put over toward Reedsville. So there are a lot of factors to weigh in here. So we take these models, of course, and we want to give you our opinion here. This is at the moment what we are expecting. Really less than 1 inch for the majority of us. I'm not expecting this to be a grocery run type of snow event. Do I think that schools, may at least get a delay? Absolutely. Toward our northernmost counties, there in Stokes as well as in Surrey, Rockingham, you could get up to around 1 inch or more. That's where temperatures are expected to be at or just below freezing and kind of stay there longer than, of course, for us in Greensboro and as you go farther southward. Could see up to around 2 to 3 inches, even more than that, in portions of the mountains toward Boone over in higher elevations. They, of course, get the luckier spots for snow fans. Allegheny County, that includes you too, but for the majority of us, likely going to be less than 1 inch. You'll notice that kind of cutoff there right in southern Guilford County and northern Randolph County, where the snow line, the mixed line, you saw kind of lingering right at around there. Just below that, just likely going to be cold rain, likely not going to see anything at all. So let's kind of break down the timeline a little bit on what you can expect with this snow event. So really starting very late tonight, just after midnight, and continuing through around 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. We're expecting the snow and kind of mix to kind of linger across the area. Roads are going to start getting slick, and we're really going to see that kind of messy travel. This is all during your work commute. I'm talking 7 o'clock in the morning, 8 to around 9 o'clock. Roads are going to be slick in a lot of spots, so please make sure you're taking it nice and easy. Slippery travel is going to be likely, and if it's an untreated road, I probably wouldn't go on it, honestly, just to be erring on the side of caution. Sleet and rain going to be tapering off really later in the morning into early by the afternoon. From 10 to 2, it's going to be a much better picture than from 6 to 10 in the morning. By the afternoon, we are drying out. Roads still going to be a little bit wet too, of course, with that cold rainfall, but for the most part, we're going to be dry. And of course, we're also going to be cold too, with highs that are only going to be in the low to mid 30s at best. So what exactly is going to fall? This kind of shows you here the mixed layer that we're seeing across the area that really kind of takes up that entire area of Guilford County, Alamance County, Forsyth, and it's going to kind of hover in there. We've been seeing it inch northward a little bit, which would indicate that more of Guilford County is likely to see more of a mix rather than the flakes that were originally thought. So overall, tallies will probably be a little bit lower for snowfall altogether. And then toward Asheboro, especially southern Randolph County and over just south of Lexington, more so just mainly rainfall across the region too, over toward Montgomery too. Kind of a very sharp cutoff that, of course, we've been tracking for you over the last couple of days too. There was another system on Monday that we were keeping a very close eye on, but as of now, I really do think majority of us are going to stay dry, and that snow chance is going to be well toward our west, over toward the mountains. Here's the satellite and radar right now. Nice and dry for us. A couple of extra clouds are building in, but there's that system right there that we are going to be continuing to track. I'm going to circle it for you. Of course, it's right there in green. Not the best circle, but you get the picture. That's going to be bringing in the moisture overnight tonight. That's going to lead to that wintry kind of mix that we're going to be seeing into early tomorrow morning. Satellite and radar, there are those clouds right now. Current temperatures today, hey, it was a cold start. Upper 20s across the area. Temps right now are warming into the upper 30s and lower 40s, 41 in Burlington as well as in Greensboro. This afternoon, we're going to be back into the upper 40s and lower 50s, actually just a touch warmer than we were just yesterday. But tonight, we're going to start to see that wintry mix move into the area. I have a low of 32. We're really going to be right on that line between freezing or not freezing. It's all going to be kind of dependent on those temperatures. So, of course, we'll continue to keep you updated with that. Tomorrow, going to be a bit cooler, too. We're right at around 35 degrees. Very, very cold, of course, for the morning as well, with that kind of slush we're expecting in some areas where we can see that mixing. Mainly dry for Saturday and Sunday with some extra clouds starting to warm up again. Low chance of rainfall into early next week.